So in last lecture, we discussed with the hydrosphere. Fine. Now, next topic. Wildlife Protection Act was applicable in 1972. This year, asked in MCQ. Fine. Wildlife Protection Act. I think it is given. Please check the textbook and then you write. Now I am focused on the next topic, that is IUCN. What is the full form of IUCN? International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. Okay? International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. Fine. According to the IUCN, it maintains red data book or red data list or red list. So here in red list, few categories are there. Few categories are there. Suppose vulnerable, going to be extincted. So this word's meaning is totally different there. So in red data book, few words, few categories are there. So that categories I will tell you. See, here few categories are present in the red data book or red list. For easy remember this thing, you have to remember in this way only. Threatened, vulnerable, endangered and extinction. Like that you have to put the categories. Threatened means they are going to be endangered in future. Threatened means extinction process is started towards that. So threatened means in future they are going to be endangered. Endangered means in future if this is carry on. If this is carry on, then endangered can be threatened means going to be vulnerable. Vulnerable means going to be endangered, and endangered means going to be extincted. Like that. You have to remember in this way. So few categories are given here. EX means extinct. No known individuals remaining. Recently you know that from the Mauritius dodo bird from Mauritius, guaga, Steller sea cow, and 3 subspecies of the tiger known as Bali, Javan and Caspian. Recently, fine. So no known individuals remaining. Extinct in wild, that is represented as EW. Known only to survive in captivity. Actually, if you had learned properly, ex situ conservation. Yes, we conserve the organism in the 2 ways. In situ conservation means on site. The organism is present in its natural habitat, and in the natural habitat we conserve that organism in its natural state. For example, we say that in situ conservation examples are national park and sanctuaries. National park and sanctuaries are nothing but the protected areas declared by government. Such area in particular region, if it consists the very important number of the animals as well as plants, so that area is declared as a protected area. But the main difference between the natural park and sanctuary is, in natural park, no any type of the human activities can be allowed. Yes, you may study on animal or plant. You can do the experiment on the plant as well as animal, but you cannot harass them at all. But in sanctuaries, human activities are allowed in very little bit rate. We use the products of the plants also in sanctuaries. Off-site conservation or ex situ conservation, in that we conserve the animals in zoo or zoological park. Zoo or zoological park are very important regions. अर्थ पर जे एनिमल्स છે એ હવે એક્સટિંક્ટ થવાના ટાઈમ ઉપર છે. વેરી રેર ચાન્સ ટુ સર્વાઈવ ધેમ. They are preserved, they are conserved in the zoo. Naturally breeding occurs between them, and in this way gradually number of species increases. zoo માં ખાલી એનિમલ ને રખાય છે, નો ડાઉટ. બહુ રેર કેસમાં જે એનિમલ સ્પીસીસ એક્સટિંક્ટ થવાની નજીક પહોંચી ગઈ હોય એને ત્યાં કન્ઝર્વ બી કરાય છે એન્ડ બ્રીડિંગ બી કરાવાય છે. એન્ડ બાય બ્રીડિંગ the new and new offsprings are formed, so maintain their species. Existence is maintained, I mean to say, by reproduction process. And similarly, botanical garden, you know, the very very important plants are cultivated in the botanical garden. In botanical garden, medicinal plant department is different, economical importance plant part is different, ornamental plants part is different, orchid house is there. So many parts are there in the botanical garden. Suppose example, in the botanical garden when you visit it, in the medicinal plant, fine, so you open only medicinal plant, different types of them. Mulati, Shatavari, if you know that, Dahlia, Mulati, Jetimat, Ashwagandha, Sarpagandha, પછી અમુક કે રજનીગંધા. ઓફલાઈન લેક્ચરમાં આવું બહુ થાય છે. ઓફલાઈન લેક્ચરમાં આવું બહુ થાય. હા, ગુજરાતીમાં એવું કહેવાય સર્પગંધા, અશ્વગંધા, તો કે orchid house, different orchids are there. So that is known as ex situ conservation. Okay, so extinct in wild, survive in captivity, એને કેપ્ટ કરીએ છે બરોબર તો જ એ સર્વાઈવ થાય છે. પણ એને આપણે એક્સટિંક્શનથી પ્રિવેન્ટ કરી શકીએ જો એ સર્વાઈવલ પ્રોપર રહેશે તો, બરોબર. Critically endangered CR, extremely high risk of extinction in the wild. Fast rate of their extinction, it is known as critically endangered. Endangered, high risk, extreme word is missing there, only difference is there, but the rate is very high. Rate is high. But comparatively to the critically endangered in that low rate is that vulnerable, high risk of endangerment, near threatened, likely to become endangered in near future, and least concern. You can concern it, but not that much risk that species going to be extinct. Fine. So different categories are here. So least concern, NP and LC, and threatened species CR, EN, and VU. So these three are and threatened, that can be denoted by capital T. Okay. So these are the categories in the red list or red data book. in species diversity. This is given there, right? Lowerphia serpentiana. It is the medicinal plant. It is endangered. As well as, so this is about the plant, and hornbill and Indian aconite are endangered related to the animal. So these are most probable which at the stage of the endangered. Fine. In situ conservation or on-site conservation is a biosphere reserve. first you understand this. Biosphere reserve means protected area. In the biosphere reserve, three regions are there. Centermost side, core zone. Core zone is surrounded by the buffer zone, and buffer zone is surrounded by manipulating zone or transition zone. The centermost part of this biosphere reserve is core zone, where no any type of the human activity is allowed. So the centermost portion of the biosphere reserve is highly protected region. Core zone is surrounded by the buffer zone, where limited amount of the human activity is allowed. You can do the research, you can perform the experiment on the plant or animal, but in the limited range. Fine? You have to not harm to animal or plant at all. And the outermost region is manipulating region or transition zone, where large amount of the human activity is allowed. But here in the transition zone, the residency of employee of the biosphere reserve is situated here. So we have to take the permission. We have to take the permission from the transition zone, and then we are able to enter in the buffer zone as well as core zone. Yes, in core zone we observe the animal or plant, but no any type of the human activity is allowed there. For example, if you are going to be visit Gir Sanctuary, fine. So in that core zone is also there. So in that core zone Asiatic lions are there. You observe it, but no any type of the human activities allowed there. Fine. Okay. So next MCQ is total 408 biosphere reserve are situated in 94 countries of the world. But out of that 408, 14 biosphere reserves are situated in India. So now I will tell you the name of the biosphere reserve and its location. Fine? So you write it. location in the state. So I can tell you the name. Nanda Devi, Uttarakhand. Nokrek, Meghalaya. Manas, Assam. Manas, you remember that. Dibru Saikua, Assam. Deham Jebam, Arunachal Pradesh. Remember that. Sundarbans, West Bengal. This is most important. Manas, Sundarbans, Nanda Devi. Then Gulf of Mannar, Tamil Nadu. Nilgiri, Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Great Nicobar, Andaman Nicobar. Simplify, Orissa. Kanchenjunga, Sikkim. Agastya Malai, Kerala. Panchmari, Madhya Pradesh. And Anchan Kamar in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. So these all are biosphere reserve. So out of them, just a minute please. Out of them, Nanda Devi, Manas, Sundarban, Gulf of Mannar, Great Nicobar. So this many you remember it. Fine. So this question will be asked in the following manner. Fine. So here I can stop now. See you in next lecture.